All right, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk a little bit about money neutrality. This is pretty straightforward. Basically, what you need to know with this is just this equation. MV is equal to PY. Anytime you see money neutrality, this is what it's referring to, and it's what it's saying is it's movement of the money. And so the way I would approach this, how do I know when to use it, is if I'm reading through the question and I see, well, if they're giving me the change in money supply between years, so 10 to 15 trillion, and they're also changing price level, that's a good indication that I am using money neutrality. So all this is just a lot of algebra, okay? So we have this question. So suppose the money supply moves from 10 trillion to 15 trillion in 2021. Price level, yada, 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 moves from 4 with a real GDP output of 35 to a real output of 30 trillion. What is the inflation rate? Okay, so how do we solve this? So first of all, what does each one represent? M is equal to the money supply. Pretty simple. V is equal to, it's called the velocity of money. We're not going to talk too much about what that is. I want to concern too much on the definition. Just understand that velocity is constant throughout. And then we have P, which is the price level. And then Y, which is the GDP. Okay. So we have all these, and then we just start plugging in values. So we want to do MV equal to PY of 2020. Can you see this? Well, it's kind of messy. Let's rewrite it. MV is equal to PY for 2020. And we have MV is equal to PY 2021. So let's look at this now, calculating by plugging in values, figuring out what we need and what we don't need. Okay, so we have the monetary, well, what is this? So 2020, the money supply is 10 trillion. I'm just going to put 10. Okay, we don't know what the velocity of money is. They don't tell us. Hint, that's probably what we're solving for. So we don't know what V is, but we do know the price level in 2020 is 4, and the real output is real GDP. In 2020 is 35. So we're just going to do times 35. This will work. Why won't you work? Pen. Okay. Then we just solve for V. So 4, that's, what is this? 470, 140? 140 equal 10. V is equal to 140. Divide by 10. Divide by 10. So V is equal to 14. Okay, so now you know V is equal to 14. You can't see that because V is constant, so V is equal to 14 there, and it's there. So then we can solve again. So we have M, V is equal to PY of 2020. We know M is 15 trillion because they tell us in the problem, times 14 is equal to P, which is, we don't know the price level, but we do know the real GDP. Real output is 30. Okay, and then if you solve this, you will get P is equal to 7. Okay, so now we know what the price level is. You can't see that, sorry. 15 for the money supply, 14 for the velocity of money, real GDP or real output in 2021 is 30 trillion. I simplified. And then we just know P, price level is equal to 7. Okay, so how does this help us? Well, if we know the price level is equal to 7, then we can solve for inflation rate just using the rate of change formula. So 7 minus 4, this is the new price level minus the old price level divided by the old price level times 100. That would give us 3 over 4 times 100. That is equal to 75%. And is this increasing or decreasing? This is a negative or positive. This is positive. So this is I. It's kind of cut off, but 75%. Okay. Hopefully this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Adam out.